everyone, welcome to the video in which we are going to solve a automation problem statement using Selenium with Java, the second problem statement. Let's take a look at the link. This is the problem statement. In case you are looking for an Excel sheet similar like what I am using, you can check out the link in the description, and the other links are also going to be provided in the description, so don't worry about it. And as stated before, if you are able to solve the problem statement, do mention solved in the comment section. Now let's get started. So the problem statement is twins. I will just quickly create a class here and I'll say two twins, and I'll just select public static void main and I'll click on finish. Now few basic commands I'm going to give here. So first thing is for the browser launch. I'm going to say WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I'm not going to use system.set property because I'm using Selenium version 4 and above, which automatically downloads that. So we don't need to worry about that. But in case you're working with a lower version, you can do that. Then I'm going to use driver.get and I'm going to just pass the URL. And this is the URL. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. Now I'm going to just put a implicit weight. The reason for this is a dynamic weight and it is going to apply on all of the elements which we are going to perform an action on. If that element load is taking time, it is going to wait for that. How do we do that? Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait, and inside implicitly wait we write duration dot off, and we are going to just put a 5 seconds. I think that is more than enough. So we are going to put 5 here. Okay. Now let's take a look at our problem statement. Since both the buttons are same, most likely all the elements are also going to be the same. But let's investigate that. I'll click on inspect. And this is the first button. Let me click second button. Let me click on the second one. So you see this is ID, class and the text. And similarly here if you see ID, class and text. So exactly similar elements are there. Okay. So let's approach solving this problem statement using XPath, because since all the properties are same, the answer to this problem statement is indexing. Now let me show you how do we do that. So in case of XPath, we do // and we first put the tag name. So what is the tag name for this? I think it was A, and then we had a ID called @ID. So I'm going to use @ID is equal to ID here. Okay. Now you see it is pointing to one of two. So that means two elements are there. Okay. So if I press enter, it is pressing the second, showing the second button. If I'm pressing enter, it is showing the first button. Now this is the first button, this is the second button. So we have to use the index. Now in order to use the index, you have to first put this in the brackets. So I'll put the brackets here, and here I'll use square brackets and I'll say 2. Now this is going to point to the second element, and as you see here, 1 out of 1 is coming. Let me just show this. See, this is highlighting the correct button. Now in case I want to press on the first button, I'll click on 1. So since our problem statement says 2, we are going to put 2 and just copy this. And that's it. Driver dot find element by dot XPath, and just mention the XPath, and we are going to perform a click here. And we are good. Let's run our problem. Let's run our code and see if it is actually solving the problem statement or not. Now you can also approach any problem statement by a different method as well, whatever works for you. And in case you're looking for the code as well, I'm going to provide that link as well in case you want to download the code and try it on your own systems as well. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next video with the third problem statement. Bye-bye.